Dr. Shannon PT with another episode of Need to Know in 5. Today we're going to be talking about the dual function of the little balance box and how it can be used as a tabletop surface. So first I'm going to start off by showing you kind of a setup that is used by a toddler up to maybe about an age 3 mark, and then I'll show you another setup for our children 3 and up and how you can use the little balance box as a tabletop surface. And what's great about the little balance box is you already know it works wonders to help your child walk, but this is a lifestyle product that it can remain in your home for years and provides a lot of useful resources as it can be used as a tabletop surface. So, as you can see right here, we have it set up with a cup and a bowl here as if you had a little one that was working on their feeding or eating skills. So, speech therapists and occupational therapists love the height of this because, as we know, when our children are now trying to work on self-feeding skills, they need to be at the appropriate heights to be able to have their food in front of them, but also give them something really supportive to sit on, which is the ground. So this is a great setup, lots of open leg space here for your little one to place their legs however they feel comfortable, and it's at the perfect height of their waist to be able to work on some self-feeding skills. And then the other great thing about this and the way that the child is able to sit is it really helps facilitate that core strength and stability, which is so important for so many things for their development later on. Another way that you can use this is when your child's starting to work on different fine motor tasks, maybe such as coloring, for example. So this, again, great surface, put their little activity here with things such as crayons, for example. Parents and therapists are always reporting that they're rolling off, they get broken, somebody tramps on them. So with this surface here, you can see that the raised border keeps everything in place, and it's also very easy to clean. So when you have a little one that's learning how to color and they go off the lines or go off the paper, then any marks that get on the polycarbonate surface here is very easy to clean up. So this is our setup for our little bit younger child and how they can use the balance box as a table. And now we're going to show you some examples of how the little balance box can be used for your older children. Here we have some other great ideas of how the little balance box can be used as a table. Now again, these setups are going to be for when you have more of a school age preschool child that you would be using these setups, but I still have the balance boxes being used by my 11 and 7-year-olds in the house. So they're a great accessory to have around, like I said, for many years. So in this setup here, you can see we have a little setup with Play-Doh and kinetic sand. So any of you that have children that have started using these different types of materials, as you know, they get everywhere and they're really difficult to clean up, especially on carpet. So the little balance box is a great way for your little one to engage in these different sensory activities with the Play-Doh and the kinetic sand, but it stays kind of all contained in one surface, and again, it's very easy to clean up. The other setup that we have over here is for Legos. When your kiddos start to play with different things such as Legos or building blocks, they always end up on the floor. And as you'll know as a parent, as soon as you step on that one Lego and you see stars, you're going to try and figure out another way to have your child play with the Legos and keep them contained. So the little balance box is a great way to do this. As you can see, I have a couple different setups here. The kiddos work really hard to put together their scenes, and the last thing they want to do is take them apart to put them away. So this is a great way to allow your child to build their different sceneries. It keeps all the pieces together and contained. It's great because they can move it from place to place, room to room, keeping everything together. What's also great about this, and particularly for Legos or building blocks, is because it's a flat level surface. And so that's one of the other things that makes it much easier to use something like this when you are using building blocks to be able to assemble them. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time on another episode of Need to Know in 5.